Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I will be using this Regilene boning to demonstrate how to place your boning on your fabric. And as you can see, I have cut out this piece and it has this natural curviness around it, and I will show you how to remove that curviness lightly. Just place this on your table and place a lightweight fabric on top of it and just iron it. Now for you to see what I am doing, I won't place the fabric. I will just place my iron and iron this out. Now once you're done ironing, you should have this. Now I am going to show you how to remove sharp edges on your boning. As you can see, this is already round. Now you need to remove sharp edges, which is very important, so the boning will not poke you or poke your client. I'll be using a candle to demonstrate this. You can also use a lighter or a matchstick. Now just brush your boning through the light, and as you can see, I put it off immediately it catches fire. If not, it is going to spoil the whole design you are going for, the whole look you're going for. And as you can see, I also brush my finger through it so it will get a rounded look. As you can see, the whole thing is looking all nice and neat. Now I have joined my fabric together, as you can see, and I have my seam right here. Now the length of this is about 11 inches and my boning is also 11 inches. Now the width of my boning is about ½ inch, and I have marked that ½ inch on my fabric, as you can see. Now I will fold the leftover seam. I'll fold it over like this, and I am going to go on and stitch on that marked line I placed on my fabric and stitch it down. And this is what it looks like once I have stitched it down. I have one seam showing on the good side of my fabric, and as you can see, this is what the inside looks like. Now I will fix in my boning. At this point, you can go on and bias the top and also the bottom so as to hold the both edges of your boning down, or you can also use your lining to turn the top and also turn out the bottom parts depending on what you want. Now on to the next. For this one, I have my seam. As you can see, I have joined it. Now I have also gone and pressed my seam down. Now I am going to be using this strip of fabric, which is about 1½ inches in width, and the length is about same as the fabric I am using to demonstrate this. So basically, the fabric I am using for casing is going to sit right here in the middle of my seam joining, because this boning is going to slide through the casing and sit right here in the middle of the seam joining. Now I will just fold in the rough edges of this piece of fabric, and I will start pinning this to my fabric, and I'll also do the same to the other side, and I will pin, and I'll just keep folding in and pinning till I get to the bottom, and also do the same for the other side. Now first off, I want to let you know that the boning I am using to demonstrate this tutorial is a sew-on boning. It's a plastic boning you can stitch on. And do bear in mind that for any boning you are using, this is still very much the same way to fix your boning to your fabric. Now once I am done pinning, I will just go to my sewing machine and stitch on the right side and also stitch on the left side. Now I would also show you this one. This is still almost the same as this one, but the only difference is there will be no visible stitches on the good side of your fabric. I have joined my fabrics together and I have my seam, which I have gone and pressed. Now I will be using this piece of fabric, which I'll be using for the casing, which is about 1.5 in width and length is same as my fabric. I will fold in the seam and I'll fold it on just my allowance. I would not pin on my fabric, but only on my allowance, on the same leftover seam allowance. Now I will just pin it on the allowance like so on the both sides. Now as you can see, I am done pinning on this side and I will take this in and I will stitch the casing on that piece of my fabric and I will start pinning on this side also. And once I am done pinning, I would also turn this over and also stitch on this like this. And as you can see, this is the one I stitched on my main fabric, and I have done my stitches on both the right and the left sides, and you can see visible stitches on the good sides of my fabric. Now I will just go on and insert my boning. And once you're done doing this, you can go on and use your bias and bias the top, or you can use your lining and turn the top and bottom over so as to stitch the boning on both the bottom and also the top. Now for the other one, this is what it looks like. You can see there are no stitches on the other side of the fabric, on the good side of the fabric, unlike this one. The only stitches you have are going to be on the inside. And now I will just go on and place in my boning. For this one, we will just place our boning on top of it and we will make our stitches on the boning, and we'll make our stitches on the right side from top to bottom and also on the left side from top to bottom. And we will go on and stitch this down, and you will have a nice stitch on the good side of your fabric. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. I am done making my stitches, and as you can see, I have stitches on my boning, the both sides of my boning. Now for this one, I will show you how to use your lining and place in your boning. First off, I will join the good sides of my fabric to the good sides of my lining. Now I will go on and stitch this. Now once I am done stitching, I will turn this over. Now I will just place a mark on the both sides of the joining, and this would serve as my stitch guideline on my lining. And once you're done stitching, you should have this nice stitch on the good side of your fabric and also on the good side of your lining. And now you can go on and insert your boning. And you can as well join this to a lower bodice or whatever piece you're making. And that is all, my friends. Thank you for watching this tutorial and hope to see you in more videos. Make sure you subscribe and bye. See ya.